Isaiah, it was good to see all your hard work and resilience pay off on Thursday.
Thank you.
Does anyone ever mention to you jokingly about sort of having 9 lives here? Are those words that have ever come into your mind with your Dolphins career? 9 lives.
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. I've also heard like the ex-girlfriend that keeps coming back. I've heard that one too. But I think it's a testament to the way I've carried myself and the way that I work when I'm on the field and in the classroom and around here. So.
I know, obviously, you traded, released, came back. And I'm sure just kind of forgotten that it's been tough for you. But in terms of like legitimately getting settled, I mean, what does that look like when you can't really maybe really like invest in a spot because you might be going somewhere else? I mean, what has that been like over the past year or so?
Yeah, I mean, well, I've been here for the better part of the last 5 years. I'm here in the off season too, so this is pretty much my home.
What was the backstory to the long passing play in the last game?
Yeah, so it was a busted coverage. I think it was some miscommunication on their part. I slipped the guy outside, and I'm running down the sideline. And that's usually one of those plays that we'll see, but maybe like Kobe or Tua haven't had enough time to see it or make the play, and that's something you watch on other guys. It's like, dang, I wish we could have hit that. You seen other guys like hitting busting coverage and stuff like that. But it was just Kobe got flushed outside, and he happened to see me. He threw a great ball, and I made a play, and wish I could have made the guy miss a little earlier, got in the end zone, but it's a good play.
A little shimmy shake,
Yeah,
right?
a little bit.
Good to see that.
I know.
Did you think you were going to retire this at some point, or are you waiting for the right moment?
I was just waiting on the right moment, right play. It's all a feel thing. I even joke with my girlfriend and my mom about not being able to do it on the spot. It's like, how you do that? I'm like, man, I got to be in the moment to do it. So I don't know. It's just my thing.
So how much work needs to be done behind the scenes for you to stay ready when it's your time?
A ton. I think the biggest thing is mentally. Mentally you have to prepare as if you're going to play 80 snaps, even though you might only play 1 or 2, or you might not play any. But you have to continue to prepare as if you're going to be the guy because you never know when the opportunity is going to come. And when it does come, you want to be as ready as you possibly can. So I think mentally is the biggest challenge, and it's not easy, but it's something that I have really good support staff around me. I have really good mentors that I talk to on a daily basis to kind of keep me taking the baby steps and stacking those little victories, and keep putting one foot forward.
How did Tua look to you today?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
How did Tua look to you today?
He looked like Tua. He looked good. Yeah, he looked like he had no problems or anything like that. He looked good.
Taking into account Tua's entire season, from the first game through week 10, what has kind of impressed you most about this, those 10 weeks? Maybe those 10 weeks.
Him just being himself. I think that he's still his natural self. In terms of off the field, being a goofy guy, having fun, enjoying being here and enjoying the game of football. And then you see like the confidence that's growing in the more reps that he's getting because has he played 16 games yet, or maybe right around there? But so he's still getting confidence and he's still learning as he's going. But you can see the confidence and the belief in his arm and in the throws that things are starting to slow down for him.
Isaiah, I know it's been 3 months since August 24th when you were released after training camp and the second preseason game. Do you remember if Flo or Chris Greer said to you then, about our relationship, you'll probably be back? Did one of those two guys say something like that to you?
I think it was mentioned in our conversation.
Chris or Flo?
I don't remember exactly who it was, but I do remember it being mentioned and it being a possibility. But I always wanted to kind of refocus and then see where it went. And then I was fortunate that they wanted me to come back and thought I could help the team out.
Was there ever a time, I'm sorry, was there ever a time that you departed from here and were convinced I'm probably never coming back?
I don't know. Even with me being traded last year, I remember just having the exit meetings with Coach Flo and Greer and them saying, you never know, we may cross paths again I didn't know it'd be later that season, but I guess I think it's a testament to my parents for instilling those characteristics in me, that I think that if you leave a good impression, a lasting impression, that you can have you can cross paths again, and you never burn those bridges. So I'm thankful that.
You would seem to be the kind of selfless, smart guy who would be helpful to have around very young receivers, like Jalen Waddle, who's third in the NFL in catches. Where do you think this guy's headed, and compared to where he is? Where do you think he can go?
Yeah, the sky's the limit for Jalen. He's still learning. Some of the things that he's seeing for the first time, and he's so naturally gifted at some of the things. He just does it, without really kind of explaining it or knowing why he did it, but it's the right thing to do. And then the more he understands coverages and finding those soft spots and zones and understanding and getting comfortable, because this is his first year in this system as well. So, man, the sky's the limit for him.
What is it that you like living in Miami, that you call this home, even if you're not in the NFL season?
I think the weather is the big thing, right? Sunshine year round with the occasional rain. But I mean, you can't beat it. I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida, which is 4.5 hours from here. So I've been a Florida kid at heart. Been in Florida pretty much my entire life. So
You had 84 yards receiving the other night, and you had one game where you surpassed that earlier in your career. Do you remember that game?
yeah, I do.
You remember who it was against?
Yeah.
What do you remember from that day?
I just remember. I remember coming in for Allen Hurns, getting a catch early in the drive. Devontae goes down with a concussion. Albert goes down later that drive, and the next thing you know, I'm in for the rest of the game. It was just that fast, and it was one of those things where if I hadn't prepared that week, I wouldn't have been able to play as well, or even be able to function out there at all in that game. So that game was pretty much kind of like the epitome of my career, is staying ready so you don't have to get ready, being ready for that moment, and when it comes, trying to make the most of the opportunity.